naval base. The president's threat to send the National Guard to Chicago comes as a judge ruled the White House violated the law when it deployed National Guard troops and Marines to Los Angeles in June in response to ICE protests. Judge Charles Byers says the president willfully violated the law that generally prohibits the use of troops for domestic law enforcement. However, the ruling does not require the troops to leave L.A. The Trump administration argued the law did not apply because the troops were protecting federal officers. The judge, though, disagreed.
Judge Breyer, based on the facts of what happened in Los Angeles, said that the National Guard crossed that line. They went from what they could do, which is acting in a supporting role, protecting federal law enforcement or protecting federal property. They crossed that line and they were actively enforcing domestic law.
The White House, a spokesperson from the White House, released a statement writing, quote, "Once again, a rogue judge is trying to usurp the authority of the commander-in-chief to protect American cities from violence and destruction." The Trump administration is expected to appeal that ruling. Governor Newsom, meanwhile, says he will seek an injunction to block the Trump administration from keeping Guard troops in Los Angeles. He said, quote, "There was never a need and there is not a need now for soldiers to be deployed against their communities. The federal government hasn't tried to justify keeping the military in Los Angeles because they can't. The reality is this: they want to continue their intimidation tactics to scare Californians into submission." A new partnership between multiple states on the West Coast aiming to uphold health and science standards, they say. 3 states forming a regional health alliance to combat the Trump administration's healthcare cuts and reforms. Hundreds of thousands of Americans are diagnosed and treated with Lyme disease each year. Coming up, an expert will join us with tips for preventing and treating the illness as we are in the peak of the bite season.